Hi guys, welcome to today's meditation. As you can see, I'm standing. You can also be doing this sitting, but today's meditation is actually going to be pretty active. You just need your hands. It's not going to be like full body movement or anything like that. But instead of just sitting, I wanted to bring in some tapping, and not any specific type of tapping, not doing any sort of like specific healing technique, but just bringing in this notion of tapping. I had a yoga teacher who would often bring it into class, and I always connected with it, and it's something that I really enjoy. So again, you can totally do this sitting, but I'm going to stand up so I can have a little bit more full body and just show you guys a little bit more full body. So whether you're sitting or standing, let's close our eyes and center for a minute. Taking a couple deep breaths, starting to settle into the moment, giving yourself a few minutes here. Really feeling into what it's like to inhale, the experience of the inhale, the physical sensation of it, maybe bringing some mental clarity or some mental calmness as well. And then as you exhale, feeling the physical sensation of letting it all go, and maybe the mental sensation of letting something or all of it just all go. And then when you're ready, you can find your normal breath, whatever it is right now. Starting to relax the face muscles. Let your shoulders and your arms just be heavy. Feel held beneath you, either your seat or your feet, whatever is touching the earth or your chair. Just feel into that sensation of being held here. Release any tension in the throat or in the belly. Feel the length of your spine. Maybe you can send some breath in between each vertebra. Okay, and then like I said, we're going to do some tapping. So when you're ready, go ahead and blink your eyes open. And you can either use 2 fingers or 3 fingers here. It's a little bit easier for me to use 3 fingers, just it's a little less forceful for me. But 2 fingers works great, 3 fingers works great. And so this is kind of the motion that we're going to be doing. And pretty much just lightly, if there are some spots that you feel could use a little bit more pressure, go ahead and apply that pressure. And so I'm not sure if you can hear the tapping, but getting in here and sending breath as well. Anywhere that you're tapping along, really tune in to that spot. So sending breath into my hairline where I'm tapping here. Really feeling into the forehead, into the eyebrows, a spot right here along the brow. Breathing. And right now, you can also bring in anything that might be stressing you out or anything that might be weighing on you. Tapping can help release some of that tension or that stress. Gets into the nervous system. And so maybe you want to bring in, I have a deadline this week that feels constraint. And just letting it go. Maybe there's an employee or a coworker or a family member that's stressing you out. Maybe you can bring them into the situation and then let it all go. So tapping along your collarbone. You can even make a fist here and tap with your knuckles. And coming down the side body here, kind of in the armpit area. And along your chest here. Really sending breath into the area that you're tapping. And again, some places might feel a little bit more sensitive and back off a little bit. In some places you might feel, wow, that feels really good. Let's get in there a little bit deeper. Getting along the shoulder here, along the side of the neck here. And really continuing to check in with your breath. If you bring anything in that is stressful or bothering you, make sure to let it go as well. Make sure to really release that with the tapping specifically. And before we move on to the body, let's move along the head here. Bringing breath with you. Okay, and then moving down the throat. So all the way down the center here into your solar plexus. As you can see, I've opened my hands here to invite a little bit more softness. But then coming along the back side, I'm going to make those fists again because it's a little bit tougher. There's a little bit more tension here. So really getting into these places that you do feel tense already without needing to bring in anything extra that needs to be let go. And again, sending breath, feeling in along the hips here, feeling in along where your hip crease is, where your lower half starts here. And then again, you can do this sitting or you can do this standing. And just moving along your body here, sending your breath and feeling connected to this action, being really intentional with the pressure, the movement. Maybe you want to do something that's more like this together. And just feel into how that changes when you play with the action. Getting into the inseam here, along the IT band on the outside. Feeling into the tapping on the knee, underneath the knee. And then moving along, you can kind of move along and do that open hands again. This one's a little bit easier to do sitting down, but get into the bottoms of the feet and really give them a good tapping here. On the top of the feet. Yeah, that one's a little bit easier to do sitting down, but still excellent. If you're doing it standing up, it's a great balance practice. So getting in there, tapping the feet, letting it all go. Tapping the toes, the ankle, and then making your way all the way back up. And when you're doing this video on your own, if you want to revisit it or when you revisit it, go ahead and take your time. Really getting into the places that might feel stuck or stagnant Or if you do end up bringing in any stress points or pain points that you're currently going through, again, spend time in those areas where those things come up. So really sending your breath and your energy here to wherever you're tapping. Bringing the breath to the wrist here. And moving along the other arm. And again, just checking in, making sure that you're applying the pressure that feels the best for each part of your body. Breathing in some love and some gratitude. And then to finish, let's come back to the chest here. You can have the fingers open, or you can make little fists with the knuckles. And really taking some deep breaths here to close the practice. Breathing in fresh oxygen, nourishing the body and letting it all go. And then moving up into the throat, and the neck. Finishing where we started, full circle, feeling complete, feeling centered in ourselves. Getting along the eyebrows again, this is a really good spot. Maybe along the sides of the eyes, again, any tension points, really send your breath and your attention here. Okay, and then when you're ready, just drop your arms. Close your eyes. Feel into your breath, feel your lungs expand in all directions, and feel into the sensations in your body. Feel into the energy in your fingers and your hands. Can you feel into any places that maybe you couldn't when we started? Just asking yourself these questions and just listening. Giving yourself a moment here to feel into your entire body. Bringing your awareness into your entire body. Feeling the sensation, feeling the breath. And then to close the practice, let's bring in a word or an intention like peace or love or kindness, gratitude, and just feel that sensation or that intention throughout your entire body. Thank you so much for practicing today. I'll see you again soon.